what's kind of like the normal way we're doing things, and what is this body centered nervous system approach?
Sure. I don't want to make huge generalizations because
Hmm.
I know that a lot of your listeners have all different kinds of somatic practices, meditation practices, body based practices. But in general,
Hmm.
most of the way that our culture, meaning white overculture, is organized is a neurocentric framework. So things are top down. So you make affirmations, you make your gratitude list, you decide your self care practice, and you're doing all of those things with your rational mind, and you're telling yourself this is what's good for you. I should like this. If I don't like this, I better learn to like this. uh, the other way of doing things is a bottom up approach. So it's listening to what's happening and what your body's telling you, and assuming that your body actually has good information for you. So our culture really rewards us for overriding our body because it's
Hmm.
inconvenient, even to go to the bathroom. Like we just saw that whole weird Amazon thing that came out that drivers are having to go to the bathroom in their truck because they don't have enough time to stop and go to the bathroom. But even as somebody who works at home in her house, sometimes I realize I've been holding it for like 2 hours and I'm like, just go to the freaking bathroom, let go of the bone. Like, what are you doing? Uh, so it can be as simple as that, like the very simplest of things. Do we know when we're hungry and we eat? Do we know when we need to either go for a walk or lie down?
Hmm.
Do we know when we need to be with other people or be alone? Not
Hmm.
based on what we think we should want, but based on what our system is really telling us that we need. So, probably most people listening have heard of the book Body Keeps the Score. Um, I think that's a little, I like that phrase. It says a lot. And I think we can also just think of our body as a compass. So instead of our body being something that's limiting us, holding us back, keeping us from doing what we really want to do, we could look at it as like our body actually has a lot more reliable information for us than our
Hmm.
mind does. And that comes with memory. So we tend to think, because we're so brain neofrontal cortex oriented, that memory is explicit memory. It's the thing that our brain remembers, the narrative our mind has told us. Whereas our body actually does have a register of everything that we've been through, independent of our mind. And those memories are implicit. So, those memories we might not have a cognitive narrative for, but they live inside of us. And those are the things that are actually communicating much more with other people. That's why communication, especially when power is involved, gets so confusing. Why people have repeat experiences like, oh, I keep getting into the same relationship. My kid keeps putting their hand up my shirt, and when I say no, doesn't listen to me. Um, I keep getting in this dynamic with sex, whatever it is. It's because our system is always giving us opportunities to choose something that's more efficient, to choose something where our riverbank will be wider, because that actually potentiates our system. But we look at it like we're getting punished, like, oh my God, here we go again. Like, same old conversation, same old this, because our nervous system is communicating that. And it's not the law of attraction, it's actually electrochemical signals traveling through our fascia that's communicating to another system, because ultimately we're animals. So we're communicating all the time about, are we safe? Are we not safe? And what safe looks like is different depending on the relationship dynamic.
Catch new episodes of the Mindful Mama podcast and other free resources, including the Mindful Mom Guide at mindfulmamamentor.com. You can listen to every back catalog episode, including interviews with Dr. Dan Siegel, Ianla Van Zant, Sharon Salzberg, and get meditations, join our private Facebook group, and more. Go to mindfulmamamentor.com now. I'll see you there.